Previously on Deadlands, the Weird West. Thanks to a big old stick of dynamite, Charles P. McGinty has been broken out of jail. He, Jackie Daniels, and Howdy have headed for the hills while Pastor John Virtue has tried to lead the law astray. Will it work? Let's find out. The other three of you have had to slow your pace because the road is now quite steep and you're wending your way between a lot of rocks. But it feels like this might be a good place to sort of hide out. What are you going to do?
Yeah, McGinty is pooped from the riding and the explosion. So he's going to find a spot safe enough to sit on, but somewhat away from the path. You can have a good eye line as to what might be coming.
I'd like to turn to McGinty and go, I told you we had a plan.
I never said you didn't. I just suspect the plan may have been very spontaneous, and it wasn't the safest plan, but I'm not going to complain. I'm out of that prison cell. Hopefully a few more days of rest and a little bit of quiet might give me a chance to recover from my terrible ordeal.
Sure sounds like you're complaining.
No more complaining. I will sit here. I've got my supply of beans. He gestures to his bean supply. And
which is unlimited, it seems.
Roll performance.
And I will deign to share with you as a gesture of my thanks to both of you. Do you eat, smelly boy?
Oh, now, I do not appreciate that comment, but I do eat. And I will accept these beans, though I do not find them quite, worthy recompense for the great deed I have done you. But we can discuss that some other time.
Yes.
Okay, just give me the beans.
Okay, and, so, McGinty shares out his beans.
So the beans in a little cup or bowl?
They're in tins.
Okay, so do I have an entire tin?
Yeah.
I'd like to pour a little bit of whiskey into the beans.
I was actually going to do the same thing.
That's great.
You both look up and you're like,
as well.
Whiskey beans! Like, I didn't know you did that too. Whiskey beans!
Can we clink them together? Howdy. Yes. Can we just clink the thing and then drink up the beans?
So...
Yeah, McGinty shudders and just eats his beans as God intended.
Drink your beans. Drink your bean water.
Yeah, he's not going to light a fire though, because he doesn't.
Got to have that bean juice.
Okay, you are all having some cold beans.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, the deputy is riding alongside Pastor John Virtue. He's like, I really wish you would tell me whether we were going the right way. I can't see anybody.
To be honest, I'm not much of a navigator. I'm not sure if we're going the right way either.
We should try a different one. Boys, let's try south now. Yeah! And he rides off again.
Just sort of winding around.
Yeah, it's like one of those it's like a map and there's just little splotches going and then turn around and...
They're just circling the town.
Okay, is team cold beans, is anyone keeping a lookout for anything?
I always keep a lookout.
Yeah, Howdy will keep a lookout. McGinty's gonna sit back, tip his hat over his eyes and have a much needed nap.
You can get rid of your level of fatigue then.
Cheers.
I think Jackie would probably just sleep out in the open, because I would guess when they are asleep, they probably just like a corpse. So there's no real danger, and they're aware of this. So they're just like...
You don't sleep because you're harrowed.
Oh, do not sleep.
What you do
of course.
Is you give control of yourself over to the Manitou for a while. So for the time being, the Manitou is in control while you recharge sort of what bit of your brain you need to. Your Manitou, of course, has a French accent. All Manitous do. I don't make the rules. And yeah, we'll just know that basically an infernal hell spirit is in control of your body right now. I'll let you know if you end up doing anything terrible. So
Okay.
notice check, please, Howdy.
Oh, that's
Okay.
a 7.
You looking at the town, you can see like smoke still sort of rising from the sheriff's office, and it's weird. You can sort of see looking at it from the town, off to the east, but now sort of heading south, is like a dust cloud that you think might be a search party, moving about quite erratically, really. And yeah, that's all you see. So you're like, people are looking for you, but right now you seem in a pretty good spot.
Cool.
Excellent stuff. Yeah, so McGinty's just
Yep.
going to sleep for a little bit. Then he's going to wake up. He's going to be like, howdy. Any sign of potential pursuers?
They seem to be riding south.
South? Well, it seems that their pastor did more than I ever expected of him. I wonder what happened
Oh,
to him.
jeez, dang it. I don't think they're to the south either. Oh, jeez. We're heading west.
Dream secret.
Padre, I have to say, was it west? Did they go west?
We've been whipping and wheeling around so much,
Well,
I don't even know where we are
we-
anymore. How am I supposed to know which
Wish
direction
you
we...
just told us which way they went in the first place, because I still know where we're going, and right now we're heading west. I hope they're west. Okie dokie. One more notice check from you, please, Howdy.
That's a 9.
Yeah, you see a man really quite close. Basically, further up the trail, you can see, like, there's sort of a little plateau, and there's a couple of big rocks sort of there and there forming a narrow corridor. And then sort of off to the right, you see, like, the plateau extends and forms the mouth of a cave. And outside that cave, there is a horse, sort of just tethered to the ground. And as you look, you're like, there's a horse. That's probably not good. And you look to the left, and between the two big rocks and the narrow trail, you see the sheriff emerge. And he looks you dead in the eyes. And then sort of looks down and sees McGinty. He's like, well, well, well. Charles P. McGinty.
McGinty wakes up, scrabbles to his feet, and says, I really don't know how I can explain this without the obvious being the answer.
Looking at the plume of smoke from the town, I'd say that some damage has been done to my office. And given the company you're riding with, at this he looks directly at Jackie Daniels, I would wager that explosives were involved. And, well, I'd bet you my bottom dollar that plume of dust I can see wandering around there, that's my idiot deputy.
The boy's got promise. Now, Sheriff, and Charles reaches for his Winchester 73.
Okay.
And he says, we've been running around each other like a cat and a mouse, and I've kind of had quite my fill of this whole ordeal. I'm tired. I'm in pain from somebody's exploits with explosives. And he looks over at Jackie Daniels. I think I'm about ready for this chase to be over with. And I don't want to be the person lying in the
The
ground.
minute you reach for your rifle, he draws a pistol and puts a shot right in the earth next to it. It's like, you reach for that thing one more time, McGinty, you're going to be a dead man. So help me, I will gun you down where you sit.
How far away is he from us?
About 20 foot away, and he's up. He's up the hill. He's like, what are you talking about this chase being over? Of course it's over. You're hanging tomorrow.
Can Charles pick... Wait, okay, let me just visualize this for a second. Is there a tin, an empty bean tin near
Yes.
him?
For God's sake.
Um,
Let me just enter my mind palace.
Beans.
beans. Can Charles kick the can of beans, like, away from him to create a momentary distraction and then reach for his Gatling pistol and draw it on the sheriff?
Okay. How are we going to do this? What skill is this? Let's see.
I'm not in control of my own body at this point.
I think you can sort of wake up, as it were. I'm not going to...
Okay.
Can I play Matt?
Yes, but you have to play me with a French accent.
Yeah, you have to play with a
I
friend.
regret this so much.
I'm so sorry, France.
Yeah.
It's already
We're
offended
going to call this
Americans.
thievery, because I think this falls into, like, the wheelhouse of just no good tricks that you have so comfortably made a home in.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like, he's kicked sand in people's eyes, he's done that. Oh, that's not good. That's a 3. Oh, can I use a bet?
Absolutely.
Can I use
Yeah.
a Benny to re-roll?
You
Is
always
it
reroll
or
both.
just one? That's a 2. I'm going to use another
Okay.
Benny to re-roll again. I've got one more left after this. Okay,
Okay,
4. That's slightly better.
Let me just double check on this. Yep, that's a rubbish roll. Yeah, it works. You kick the bean can, and the sheriff looks, and you get the drop on him.
Okay.
Well, he's got a pistol in his hand, but now
Right,
you're pointing
right.
at him, and he's not got his trained on you.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Charles is going to say, now, I know you honorable types like to do these things properly. Well, I'd say you are right now outnumbered, quite considering my 2 friends here have weapons of their own. Now, I feel a little bit of remorse for some of the things I may have done, particularly to your poor deputy down here. He's got promise, but that boy is quite stupid. I'm gonna make it up to this whole system by challenging you to a proper, straight-up duel. You and me, my freedom, or your signed contract done with, my body's in the ground.
McGinty, I never knew you cared. Let's do this.
Can Jackie just say to Charles quickly, this time before you go, do mind emptying your pockets of that gold? It was quite the inconvenience last time.
You could take it off my body like I've done for so many years, okay? You and the rest of them.
You
Well,
are an
actually, some of
outstanding
that
man.
gold, some of that gold belongs to us.
Yeah, actually, I'd say Howdy deserves it more than you. Howdy, if I fall, you get the gold.
Just give it to me now.
If I fall.
Okay. That was
Oh my
brutal.
God. So much for being my friend. Like,
There's not been an ounce of friendship in this entire
No.
playthrough.
viewers, this is not what friendship is, okay?
Let me just...
Friendship is waiting until your friend dies
I
and then
agree.
looting the body.
It's not just asking for something because you want it. Ugh. Alright, so we're going to have ourselves a little duel. This works differently in Savage World, well, in Deadlands: The Weird West than it has done in the past. So, I have a deck of cards here, and we are going to play this out in basically 3 rounds. I'm going to give you a card, and I'm going to deal a card for the sheriff. And then, after that, you get a go. You cannot attack yet because we draw on round 3, but you can test your opponent. So you can try and say something cutting to make him sort of distracted. You can maybe circle round so the sun's in his eyes. That would make him vulnerable. These are called tests. So you're trying to apply modifiers to my roll and basically make your roll, stronger, so that on round 3, when we shoot, you can go first, or rather, I have a harder time shooting you. You will get these are called hole cards. You'll get a hole card at the start of each round. So basically, on the 3rd round, you will reveal your best card, and you can get to go first. Or if you're feeling honourable, you can hold your action and make sure that I draw first, so that it counts as a self-defense murder and you don't get prosecuted. Does that make sense? Okay. So the sheriff has come down basically, and the bean cans have been swept away, which takes about 10 minutes. And a sort of a ground.
God,
a ground has been prepared, and you stand 20 paces apart from one another, just staring. Okay, here we go. This is your first hole card. I am deliberately not looking.
Okay. And this works with initiative, yeah? Like initiative. Okay.
Okay. You can make the first test.
McGinty's gonna chuckle and say, I played that deputy sheriff quite like a fiddle. You leaving him in charge, I really don't know if y'all fit for your position, sheriff. Taking bribes, leaving incompetent people in charge. Maybe this is the end for you.
You can either make me a taunt roll, or we can call it an intimidate roll, if that's any better.
Neither of those are very good. For me, I'm gonna say, I don't have taunt or intimidate. So I might just roll one of those and just take
3
the minus.
Of your wound.
So I've got an extra minus because of my wound, which is fun stuff. Because this isn't really persuasion. No. Okay. So -3, eh? I rolled a 6 on my 6.
So roll it again.
I'll roll it again. That's 3, so that's 9 minus 3, so 6.
Okay, so you're going to make him distracted or vulnerable? Distracted means he will be subtracting 2 from all trait rolls until the end of his next step, basically until the end of the duel. Trait rolls are the ones that are going to be used to resist your further taunts and stuff. Or he can be vulnerable, which means that your attack, your actions and attacks will be +2 against him. Okay, so he's feeling vulnerable. His like grim veneer sort of cracks a little bit, and he's like, so you're more likely to hit him because he's a bit flustered, but he will still be able to resist your future attempts to piss him off with everything he normally has. He is going to he's going to look you dead in the eye and be like, I don't really care what you think about my profession. I've gunned down pieces of dirt bigger than you, and I'm going to leave you a smear on the mountainside. And and he's going to make an intimidate check. Could you please... let's see. Could you roll me your smarts?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not good.
I got
Cool.
6.
Yeah, that's more than enough. It doesn't work. He's just like, well,
Yeah.
I know you were, but what am I? Is basically the best he could muster there. So round.
Yeah. McGinty's
Here
gonna
is the
laugh.
second round. That is your card.
Okay.
Okay. And Solid, you can go again.
Okay. McGinty's gonna. McGinty is gonna. Does he know anything about the sheriff? Does he know something? Or can he think of something to like. So, for example, can he roll Streetwise to try and think if he's heard of something on, quote, the streets
So
about the
Streetwise has
sheriff?
stopped being a skill.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's one of mine.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
It's more of like a specialised knowledge roll. So let's just call it
Okay.
common knowledge, streets.
The
For now.
streets. Column knowledge
Dry
2.
your eyes, mate.
No.
Common knowledge 2.
Yeah, okay.
Colon
Yeah,
the
just make me a
streets.
roll.
Electric Boogaloo.
Right, so I've got a D8 in
Mhm.
that usually. So I'm gonna just approach it from that angle. I rolled a
Roll
6
again.
on my 6. Rolled a 5, so that's
Yeah, perfect.
11?
It's a hit with a raise. His wife left him about 6 months back.
okay. That's makes sense. McGinty's gonna.
Do dry your eyes, mate. There's plenty more fish in the sea.
McGinty's gonna go. So I heard about your wife. In fact, I heard that she was running around with with all those gang boys in the town over. She's kicked off the dirt of this town and gone to bigger and better things, it seems. I bet you're feeling quite
That
yellow-bellied
is
at the moment.
absolutely a taunt roll, mate.
Okay, well, I don't have that either, so... Okay, well, I rolled a 2. No. Yeah, no. Worse. Because I've got -3, haven't I? Because I don't have it, and I've got a wound.
Why -3?
Because I've got a wound,
Oh, sorry,
and I
you don't have it. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So that's...
-1.
No, that's a 1.
Yeah, he just
really. Yeah.
He shrugs it off. He's like, "Oh, it's glad to see the back of her."
Did you roll a 4 then? Do they not still explode?
No, my 4 was on my D6.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad.
So that does no work. He, meanwhile, is going to make a fighting check. Okay, could you please make me an agility roll?
Okay. I'm gonna use my last Benny to re-roll that. Okay. That is a
I'm
4.
afraid he rolled a 7. He
Damn.
kicks. He sort of he makes out like he's adjusting his posture. He's like getting ready, but he kicks up some sand straight into your eyes, and I'm going to give you the vulnerable
Okay.
trait because you're vulnerable. Okay, and then third and final round. Start the third round.
Mhm.
Okay, so at this point we're going to both reveal our cards. Do you want to use
Okay.
this card or the other card?
Yep. I'm going to use
This
the one
card.
you touched first.
Okay.
Yes.
So, I'm going to use this card and... Oh, you're kidding. They're both queens.
Oh.
It's a draw.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is unprecedented.
My gosh.
My God!
No.
My God, the steel bullet.
Okay, could you make me an agility roll, just to break the tie? Oh wow, the sheriff did badly.
I did badly as well. That's
Uh,
2.
He also rolled a 2. Again, please.
Okay. Right. Okay, that's a 4.
I'm afraid he rolled a 6. So he.
Damn, this wound is really killing me, man.
He gets to act first, but he's actually going to hold it because he's a man of the law.
Okay.
So he's
Right.
actually waiting for you to draw first, so you can shoot at him.
His horse is
Yeah.
there, right? Is it attached to the
No,
thing?
not really. It's hitched, so they're kind of like driven a stake into the ground and tied up the reins. Yeah.
So it's tied up. Okay. I'm gonna try and do something really stupid. I'm gonna try and shoot the reins of the horse to scare it at
Okay.
the sheriff.
So the strict definition of vulnerable is that attacks and actions against the target are made at +2. I'm going to say that shooting the reins of his horse is still an attack at him, so you can still have your +2 modifier to this. But this is a cold shot. So this is going to be a -2 for the difficulty of hitting the reins specifically.
Okay, so I've just got a -1.
-1 for your wound, yeah.
Right. I've got no bennies left either. This is just a straight up roll. Go, McGinty! Oh, that's not good.
That might as well be the catchphrase of the channel. That's not good.
Wow, thanks, Matt.
Thanks.
I mean for rolls
Sure,
only.
Matt.
Every
The
time we
content is
watch back
nothing
our
but
footage.
How did we do?
That's
Whoa.
a 3.
That is
That ain't gonna
a
do it.
miss.
Yeah.
What's your toughness?
5?
The good news is you don't take a wound.
Okay.
However, you are shaken. So he plugs you with he draws, hits you high in the
What is
hits you high in the shoulder,
Okay.
so you are shaken. So now that's the first round. That's the third round of the duel. So the duel effectively is over. We are now just in
Right.
straight combat
Okay.
because the duel is only a one-shot deal. So now everyone can act.
Okay.
Right.
What does shaken do?
Shaken means that you have to pass a spirit check in order to unshake at the start of your next turn. If you unshake, you can act, but if you fail it, you can't. It used to be that you had to get a raise in order to be able to do stuff and unshake in the same turn, but they revised that, which is nice.
I'd like to.
We need
Is
to
it-
get
what-
our...
I'm going to do you initiative
Oh
cards.
wait, sorry. Okay.
So,
Yeah, I forgot about that.
we will start with you, Howdy. Howdy, you're going on a 3.
Never mind then.
Jackie, you're on a 2.
Oh.
Charles, you're on an ace.
Oh, that sucks.
Wow.
Adios.
It sucks ace.
And That's a queen for the sheriff. Who's gonna try and shoot you again? And that's a hit. And that's... You're gonna take a second wound, McGinty. He shoots you in the leg. I'm sorry.
That's alright.
So Howdy, it's your turn to act.
Ooh, can't believe on a 3. Okay. I'd like to. Oh no, wait, he's 20 feet away, isn't he? Never mind then.
It's not. They're 20 feet away from each other. Like they're 20 paces away from each other, but they've come down to like the place where you were, the little plateau where you were making camp. You're watching the duel.
Is he within whip's reach? That's what I need
You
to
can
know.
move so that he is, yeah.
Okay. Well, what I'd like to do is move in a way that I can try and whip the pistol out of his hand.
Okay.
Or his gun.
This is a called shot, so you're going to be at -2. But you can try and whip the pistol out of his hand if you want.
Okie dokie.
So it's a fighting roll.
Yeah. Fighting. Which I don't seem to have.
That's weird. Let me just double check. There is no mention of whip in the Savage Worlds core rules. And I know for a fact, let me just double check in the... whip.
Whip it real good.
Yeah, it's a melee weapon, so you do use fighting.
Can I swap Streetwise for fighting, seeing as Streetwise doesn't exist anymore?
Sure. Let's go for that.
Ooh, oh, never mind. I rolled a 2 and a 3, but I will use a Benny.
Okay.
Hooray! That's a 5.
Okay, yeah, that beats his parry, so... wait, is a 5 after the mod, or...?
It's... Sorry?
Because you were at
I rolled...
-2 to this roll.
Oh, sorry, yeah, that's a 3. I'll re-roll.
Okay.
I've got loads of bennies, that's fine.
I've got loads of bennies.
Okay, so even if I roll the max on a die, I still explode that, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's 15 after the mod.
Wow.
Oh.
You're going to really hurt him. Well, that's...
Whips his hand off,
He was
So
mean.
that's a hit.
holding the gun.
His parry is 5, so... 9, 13...
Should I do the
So,
damage?
yes, this is a hit with 2 raises, so you're actually rolling strength plus d4 plus 2d6.
Whoa. Rip his hand off.
You might!
Well, let him know how it feels.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Plus strength. Oh, okay.
Oh, technically,
wrong.
actually, sorry, hang on. So it's just strength plus d4. With a raise, the victim is entangled instead of bonus d6 damage.
Ah.
So you actually you do the damage, the gun flies out of his hand as you yank him to the floor.
Okay. So I don't roll the 2 extra
No,
d6.
sorry, that was my mistake.
Okay.
Well, that's 8, because I'm assuming damage dice don't explode.
They do once.
Oh, okay. Well, that is 11
Okay.
then.
I still can't remember whether damage dice exploding once only is a house rule or an actual rule, but it's still, I think it's better than being like, I rolled 400 damage. Wow, that is 11 points of damage. So,
Yeah.
parry... Oh, no, so now his toughness... Okay, you do him a really nasty wound. Like, blood starts gouting from his arm. And he's like on the deck and he's like, son of a... you've really opened up his arm there. Who was on a 2?
I believe that's
Jarvis.
me. I would like to throw my knife at him.
Okay. Yeah, mate.
So I have a 6 in
Yep.
throwing, plus the d6 for normal. Oh, I'm going to use a
Okay.
Benny. I rolled snake eyes.
Ooh.
So I've got 3 bennies left. I rolled a 1 and a 3. Can I use
You
another
can,
Benny?
yeah.
I'm going to use another Benny. I have 2 bennies left. I rolled a 2 and a 5.
Okay,
Wow.
a 5 will do it.
So 5 is
Yeah.
enough.
So, yeah, make me a damage roll, please. Is this a Bowie knife or a normal knife or
Just a knife to strength plus
strength
D4,
plus
I think.
D4? That's right.
My strength is 6.
Cool.
So
D6 and a D4.
Is that D6 plus a
Yeah.
D4? Got it. Do I just take the highest?
No,
value?
you add them both together. That's what.
And the 4 on the D4 would explode.
Yeah.
So 4 plus 3 is 7 plus 4 is another 11.
Have you just killed that sheriff? Matt Jarvis!
You entered a duel with him. What did you think was going to
He shot
happen?
you twice.
I was never
Sorry,
gonna
I
kill
should have
him.
tried to talk him down like the pastor.
You like
Just wave look at him.
you stick it right in his heart. As he
Wow.
rolls over, he's like, "Oh God damn it!" and just catches a knife in the chest, and kind of just like,
Can Jackie go and retrieve their knife?
yes,
And just wipe it on their boots. Actually, on their poncho. Why
Yep.
not? It's more effective.
okay, cool.
Put it back in the thing.
McGinty says, God damn it! Grabs his leg and is like, oh! Why did I engage in a duel with that man?
yeah, you've unshaken.
When does that ever work?
People, you can try and heal him, by the way, if you've got the skill, or you can try anyway. Nah. Matt's just like, nah.
Nice! Wow!
I don't think I have the skill.
Okay, all right.
How will he learn?
I don't have the skill or the inclination.
Okay. Well, it all goes, apart from the muttered curses of McGinty, who is just clutching at his leg, it all goes very, very quiet as the magnitude of what just happened sort of sinks in. Meanwhile, the deputy's like, West isn't working out either. Gosh. Oh, darn it. I guess we could try... I don't want to try east again. Let's try north, fellas.
Oh, north. Well, if you say so, I mean, that seems like a bad direction to me. But I'm not the deputy.
You got something to say about it, Padre?
No, don't look at me here. I'm just riding along with you.
You hear a man shout, Billy! Billy! He goes, What is it? And he points up to a hill. He's like, up there, on the ridge. I think I see people. And he's like, that's them, fellas. North it is. And he, kicks. He puts his heels into his horse. And he rides up. Everyone on the plateau, make me a notice roll, please.
5.
There's no point.
Oh, that dust cloud is coming this way.
Damn it, we're in real trouble. I've never...
Looks like we got ourselves a tornado on the way.
I've done some things, people, but I've never killed a sheriff.
You didn't technically kill him, Charles. In fact, you did almost the opposite of kill him.
You know what? You're right there. Actually, there you go. They can't possibly think it was me. I didn't do it. Regardless of my obvious innocence, we really need to get out of here. I mean, pronto.
Allow me to help with those wounds first. Can I just pour whiskey straight onto Charles's
Yeah,
wounds?
sure.
God!
You're welcome.
Get for 1 second, could you do anything without whiskey involved?
I think you're not appreciating how fine this whiskey is.
You should be happy you didn't pour beans on it.
Just plugging the holes with beans.
Whiskey beans. Plugging the holes with beans. Okay.
Don't do that.
Which reminds me of my favourite placement page: beans in places where they are not supposed to be. Or whatever
Yep.
it's called.
So I just made 15 on a riding check for Billy. So past it, basically what you see is Billy is like, they're up there, north it is! And then his horse just goes like, and he takes off, and he reaches you first. So while, like, he appears on the plateau, his horse is like, has that thick sort of lather coming down its sides with the exertion of riding so fast. And he jumps up.
While we're talking about sticking beans into the wounds.
He finds, basically just Jackie just like sloshing whiskey on McGinty. And he's like, oh, jeez. McGinty, you didn't want sarsaparilla at all. Now you've killed my boss.
Let me explain something. Can you help me up here, Jackie? I need to get to my feet here.
I'll give
his hand strays to his piss. He's like, don't you try and kill me like you killed him, though.
No, I told you. Why would I try and kill you? You know what I thought about that sheriff. I was doing you a favor. I caught him up here, threatening people to have that gold. I had to stop him, and I knew that you would come running with your instincts. And you know what? If you come here a bit earlier, I'm sure you would have helped with apprehending this man. He refused to come quietly. I'm afraid we had to end him. Isn't that the truth of it, my friends?
It was self-defense.
Yeah, McGinty looks around at the other.
Make me a persuade roll, please.
Oh, Lord. McGinty needs a break. He needs something to go right for him.
McGinty hears a hoot. I don't know, it's just came into my head.
Okay. That's a 6.
Okay. He's like, McGinty, that sounds like a pretty tall tale, if I'm honest, but... Well, technically you just made me deputy, and I did always want to be deputy.
Aren't you already a deputy?
No, I mean, sorry, I'm the sheriff. I am the sheriff. I'm the sheriff now.
Yeah, of course you are. You were destined for it, my boy.
McGinty, I don't want to see you in town again. I'm going to say you got away, so go away. Otherwise, Sheriff Billy is going to lock you up, and this time there won't be a big hole in the wall. Do you understand?
Of course. Of course. I want to thank you so much for your mercy. You will be an amazing sheriff.
Yeah, you're damn right I am.
We ride into the sunset.
You are riding up with the rest of the party who are like, how did Billy's horse go so fast? Billy comes back...
All them beans, mate.
Yeah. Billy comes back down the mountain. No, not the mountain, down the hill.
Billy, come back.
And he's like, hey, fellas, it was a false alarm. Maybe we should try west again. It wasn't them. Also, I'm the sheriff now.
Billy, now slow down. What one time?
Let's go west.
Oh my good.
Oh, the horses are like...
The horses all scatter. So Billy goes west at least. Everyone else is like, oh. So John Virtue certainly rides into the sunset on a mule that is shrieking and refuses to obey his commands. And
it's a donkey.
Oh, sorry, a donkey.
You donkey.
Well, it's just that kind of attitude that got you in that pickle. And so, yeah, basically, the camera pans out as three of our heroes, one still bleeding a little bit, open a...
Heroes is a strong word, Johnny.
I'm saying it. They all open another tin of beans. They sit down on the corpse of a sheriff like he's a bench, and they watch as a preacher rides into the sunset, really struggling to get hold of a mule or a donkey or whatever. And that'll do it, I think.
Yeah.
Hey,
That was...
McGinty lives again!
McGinty lives. McGinty lives.
McGinty lives.
Across the headlines.
That was our little mini-series of Deadlands, the Weird West, which of course means that Dungeon Breaker will be returning soon. If you haven't caught up with it, why not do that? You can watch the escapades of some lovable characters including a tiny goblin called Tim, and a mouthy Kanku, and their pet dinosaur Cisco, and the most fearsome tiefling you've ever seen, ever, probably. So you've got all that to catch up on. Thank you so much for watching our little...
The dinosaur got a mention. I didn't get mentioned.
Oh, and there's a tabaxi.
Oh yeah, Loli's turns up
There's
sometimes.
a tabaxi in there. Sorry, I'm just fond of Cisco. But yeah, so we'll be back with that very soon. But thank you very much for watching this video. There are many more videos on the channel for you to watch. Some of them should be on screen now. Do like, subscribe, and ring the bell icon so you don't miss anything else from Dicebreaker. Go to dicebreaker.com and dicebreaker.myshopify.com for merch. And we'll see you very soon. Goodbye now.